21st of September, and St Helens led out by today's matchday mascot, who's Peter Clare from Willow Tree County Primary School, Sutton Leach. St Helens opponents today, Halifax. The Saints are first out onto the field, and here's the team. Number 1, Bill Beavers. Number 2, Barry Ledger. 3, Paul Laughlin. 4, Steve Halliwell. 5, Kevin McCormick. 6, Brett Clark. 7, Neil Holding. 8, Paul Forber. 9, unlucky Graham Liptop last Wednesday in the county match, damaging a knee, so Dave Harrison steps in. Number 10, Andy Platt. Number 11, Paul Round. 12, Roy Haggerty. And 13, Chris Arkwright. Saints 2 substitutes today. Number 14, Sean Allen. And 15, Tony Burke. Halifax team, of course, reinforced by no less than Graham Eady, the famous Australian fullback, who has been cajoled into a surprise comeback. Halifax team come onto the field now to a warm Lancashire welcome. Their team sheet reads as follows: number 1, Eady. Number 2, Riddlesden. Number 3, Whitfield. Number 4, Haig. Number 5, George. Number 6, captain coach Chris Anderson. 7, Gary Stevens. 8, Roy Dickinson. 9, McCallion. 10, Nella. 11, Mick Scott. 12, Great Britain forward Neil James. And 13, Paul Dixon. 2 substitutes for Halifax today. Number 14, Smith. And number 15, the former Wigan utility player, Brian Doolittle. Today's referee, Mr. Allett, in a very fetching new outfit, courtesy of the sponsors at Stones Bitter. Two captains today, Chris Arkwright for the Saints and Chris Anderson, shaking hands with the 2 matchday mascots. A very big looking side, Halifax, especially in the forwards. Graham Eady, not exactly the smallest of players himself. Finished off on a high note 3 years ago with a final in Sydney. And it'll be Neil Holding to start proceedings for the Saints. Now building up nicely. Very big, sizable contingent from Halifax here today. Referee Allett signals play to commence. Unusual tactics here. Graham Eady kicks for territory. Bill Beavers picks up and is immediately flattered to the turf by 2 Halifax tacklers, one of whom, Colin Whitfield, is penalised for use of the elbow. Well, a very interesting, almost Australian start in more ways than one for Halifax. Dave Harrison to Paul Forber. Paul Forber running wide, offloads to Brett Clark. Brett Clark also running sideways. Halifax, a team renowned for their defence. Suspiciously forward pass there from Neil Holding. Referee Allett plays on. Holding again. Cut out ball to Haggerty, who's spotted very convincingly. Dave Harrison acting half-back. Chris Arkwright straightens up, takes them on. Referee Allett keeping the Halifax defenders back. Neil Holding gets a chip to the corner. Barry Ledge is there. Graham Eady using all his experience there, letting the ball go. Halifax had the tap. It'll be these big strong forwards now to try and drive the way through. That's Neller, the big number 10. Referee Allett's seen something else. Not leaving much to the imagination as what the offence was. Very distinctive referees this season, like humbugs. Colin Whitfield kicks for touch. And it's McCallion to restart. McCallion to Stevens. Stevens will be looking to get these big forwards moving. Stevens again, the pivot. Switches to Anderson. Anderson, out wide. Good covering tackle there. Hander in. A quick play of the ball. And Halifax opened their account. Very difficult to see who exactly the Halifax scorer was. Certainly a very quick play of the ball. The Saints defence was stretched. Well, we think it's loose forward Dixon. And a shock start for the league champions. Well, Ron, the Saints defence certainly looks stretched there.
Yes, Alex, good breakthrough by number 10 forward Neller. He is a good forward, this lad. But full marks, Graham Eady on the burst, come through like a train. Took some stopping, as you say. They got him down near the line, but a quick play of the ball and he was over in the corner. 4 points to 0 in the lead for Halifax after 3 minutes. Whitfield now with his touchline conversion, getting plenty of barracking from this Saints crowd. It won't deter him, but he takes it across in the front of the post. So still 4-0 to Halifax.
Thank you, Ron. Well, there was a feeling before today's game that Halifax will provide the toughest opposition so far this season. Two very big games coming up at Nosey Road, of course, this one and the Lancashire Cup tie with Warrington on Wednesday. Halifax drive forward once again. Score with a first attack, Halifax. These big forwards certainly want some putting down. There's the gap again, this big lad Neller. A storming game so far. Stevens tries to spin the ball into touch. Phil Beavers has to play it. Very solid tackle by Will George, ex-Widnes winger, of course. In come the tackles. You can certainly see the Australian influence in this Halifax side. Andy Platt. Dave Harrison. Progress quickly halted. Paul Laughlin. First touch for big Graham Eady. Inside to George. Roy Haggerty rides piggyback. Whitfield. Stevens. Once again loose tackling there. Chris Arkwright of all people, the offender. Halifax really with the tails up. Stevens again. Neller. Ball still alive. Paul Round making sure there. Stevens again. Good play by Halifax. Whitfield just couldn't get the ball out. Last tackle. Chris Anderson, what's he going to do? High floated ball into the corner. Graham Eady against Phil Beavers. Couldn't get near him. Phil Beavers takes comfortably. The Saints still pressed in their own 25. Halifax playing towards their supporters behind the goal. Saints hoof the ball into the Halifax half. This is Eddie Riddlesden being chased. Well, good tactics as it's happened by the Saints, especially when Riddlesden waited for the bouncing ball. Riddlesden again. Stevens again looking to try and get these forwards away. Decides to find touch. Could almost be Liverpool St Helens we're watching today with the amount of kicking. It's all part of the game. Neil Holding to put the ball in for the Saints. First test for Dave Harrison. Referee Allett penalises him. Halifax once again in a good position to threaten the Saints line. Big number 8 Roy Dickinson of Leeds fame. Mellor once again causing all sorts of problems. Saints come away with it. There's a chance wide. Clark to Ledger. This could be crucial. Well, the cut-out ball was on there. Referee Allett penalises the Saints. This time Colin Whitfield can take the kick at goal. Well, so far it's early days, but Saints look to have their work cut out, Ron.
Well, tackling's the name of the game today, Alex. Make no mistake. This big Halifax pack, we've got to take them on, we've got to bang them down, make sure they don't run. As I say, the referee seems a bit critical. He wants to watch or see what he wants to see. Blatant offside by Halifax down here. Forward passes, you name it. But anyway, Whitfield misses that penalty kick. Saints are in possession.
Yes, Colin Whitfield tends to blow hot and cold with his goal kicking. Let's hope it's a cold day today. Once again, the Halifax tacklers in numbers. How will Saints try and resolve this particular situation? Will it be the boot of Paul Laughlin once again? Both Halifax wingers plus Graham Eady had covered that eventuality. The ball from Paul Laughlin unfortunately goes into touch without bouncing, so Halifax will have the put-in just inside the Saints 10-yard line. This could be more points for the Yorkshire side. Gary Stevens to put the ball in. Comes away with it. Graham Eady. Well, Graham Eady joined the line and left fellow Australian Bill Beavers for dead. Well, Ron, we've got to say it. Halifax looking worthy champions at the moment.
They're playing really well. Strong tackling, as we say. This is what it's all about. We've got to bang them down. This ED is linking up well, and he's a big lad. Takes some stopping from a few yards, which was that all he had there. And Halifax further in the lead. As we say, 8-0 at present. Whitfield shouldn't have any problem slotting this goal over, making it 10-0. After only 10 minutes play. Whitfield lining up now. Bangs it over, no problem. Halifax in the lead, 10-0.
Thank you, Ron. ball stemming from that rather wild kick from Paul Laughlin. Saints really up against it, a big test of this side's character. Not many sides can give Halifax 10 and come back and win. We'll wait and see. Neil Holding kicks deep for territory. Straight into the hands of Wilf George. The tacklers come in. Roy Haggerty flings his hands up. Haggerty again. Halifax trying to get the ball out. That's McCallion, the hooker. Shrugs away the Saints tackling. Dear, dear me. And that's Chris Anderson looking to now play wide. The Saints tacklers come in. A chance for Bill Beavers to make a bit of ground. It's big at Nella who comes in there with a tackle. Referee Allett Way's play on. Chris Arkwright now. Neil James, the Great Britain second row, bashing into the turf. Andy Platt. Halifax come away with it again. Platt loses it. Chris Anderson. The two prop forwards, Nella and Dickinson, making fierce inroads into this St Helens defence. Now it's Halifax turn to lose it. Holding to Brett Clark. Fortunately, it matters not. Referee Allett has at last given the Halifax side offside. Chance for Paul Laughlin to gain a bit of territory for the Saints. Desperate for points here at Knowsley Road. We've not been going 15 minutes yet. A very sizable crowd here today. Very much a contrast from last Sunday's virtual practice match against Carlisle. And Paul Laughlin proving that he can do it in any level of football. Well, he certainly got the distance. Saints desperate to get points on the board at this stage. Halifax to restart with the dropout. Low flapping kick. Beats the somewhat lethargic Saints defence. Barry Ledger in possession now. Paul forward, I beg your pardon. Referee Allett pointing but not penalising here this afternoon. Chris Arkwright to Andy Platt. Well, that's more like it. Just a touch forward, Ron, would you say?
Her line, Alex, her line, I would say. But this is what we need: the short, crisp ball. Halifax are lining up. The short ball to these hard-running forwards. Platt round forward, and this is what we need to make the breaks. He's penalised Stevens for feeding. Definite second row. Penalty to Saint.
Thank you, Ron. Roy Haggerty takes them on. Spoons it out to Paul Laughlin. Big striding Paul Laughlin. Trying to catch the Halifax defence unawares. Harrison, Arkwright, Brett Clark looking for the gap. Time to offload. Clark. Head high tackle. Allett Way's play on. Dave Harrison now. Acting half back. Chris Arkwright's here. There's the gap. Arkwright, can he go the whole way? Chris Arkwright desperately looking for runners. This is more like the Saints. A switch right, Neil Holding. Lost momentum a little bit there, Neil. Allett once again pointing and not penalising. Here come the defence again. Brett Clark. Andy Platt. Once again the pass looked to shade forward, but no matter. Harrison, Arkwright. Last tackle. Halifax defence up, but once again rather quickly. This could be their undoing. There's the try. There's the try. Well, Ron, I think that is they paid the penalty there for coming out very quickly.
Yes, brilliant, Saints. Had Halifax pegged on their own line. As I say, Allott was telling them to get back, they wouldn't. Saints on the last tackle, took the ball across. Brilliant to Andy Platt. A kick through, all the Saints players was offside. Put all pressure on George. He couldn't retrieve the ball. Beavers just missed it. Paul Farber backing him up, grabbed hold of the ball and bounced over to the right of the post. Paul Loughlin with the attempted conversion just pulls it to the left of the post. Saints back in the hunt now. 10-4 to Halifax.
Thank you, Ron. Well, breathtaking stuff here at Nosey Road. This Halifax defence is certainly pushing forward very, very quickly. Referee Allott must get to grips with it. Although, as we said before, it proved to be their undoing in that particular case. Very well-placed kick. Chris Arkwright coming forward. Saints pegging back some of that lead. Paul Farber playing on the wing. Paul now. No end to his talents. Arkwright. Andy Platt. Good tackle. Initially by the number 9 McCallion. Second tackle went in, ignored by referee Allott. Here's the support, Andy Platt. Where is the runner? Oh, unlucky ball round. Unlucky. Well, the Saints are beginning to play now. If you can't beat them by weight, beat them by speed. Stevens to put in. Halifax win it. Anderson comes inside. That's a good ball. There's the support to Neil Haig. Halifax come away again. Stevens offloading as usual. Halifax keep it alive. Unusual to see Gary Stevens caught in possession. Well, the tacklers came in then. Suspicion of a forward pass there on to Scott. Referee Allott signals the last tackle. No surprise where this will go. Colin Whitfield, I think, going for the possible obstruction. And under the new rule, even though there was very little pressure on Phil Beavers, Saints can now restart with a tap. Here they come, Paul Farber. Looking to get the ball away, which he does. Clark. Kiro Haggerty offloads. Ball round, desperately looking to straighten up. What an exciting game we've got here now. Referee Allott points without penalising. Andy Platt gradually getting more and more into this game. Dave Harrison, Arkwright, first receiver. Looking for the gap. Well held by Hooker McCallion. Referee Allott points and does little else. Neil Holding with a cheeky little grubber kick. Well, these big Halifax forwards, the Saints will be looking to tire them out, and that's one way of doing it. Cries of feeding in before Stevens puts the ball in. Can't think why. Referee Allott trying to sort those two props out, rather him than me. Scrum has to go to the required spot. The ball's loose. Neil Holding capitalises. Oh, what a great score. What a good score. Neil Holding scooped up a loose ball and we're back in the game.
Brilliant try by Neil Holding there. Read it beautifully. Stevens feeding the scrum. Ball comes out Halifax side. He couldn't gather Stevens. Holding like a flash round the back. Kicked it through. Bounced up lovely. Sat up lovely for Holding. And over he goes. Another try to Saints. All we want now is Paul Loughlin. Take his time with this. Bang it over and we're back in the hunt. 10 points each with this conversion. As we say at present, 8 points to 10. Saints behind. Paul Loughlin lining up. Crowd quiet for this kick. And it's coming in beautiful. Slots it right between the sticks. 10 points each. Put this Halifax side under pressure like we have done last 10 minutes. And they'll sink like a ton of lead. Anyway, 10 points each. Back on level terms.
Thank you, Ron. What a tremendous game this is turning out to be. 10 points each. Everything to play for. Halifax bury the kick-off there. Great variety of kicking shown by both sides. Now Brett Clark, the Australian connection. Ball flies loose in the tackle. Referee Allett claims the ball went forward. Half the grandstand don't appear to believe him. And Gary Stevens to, I won't say feed the scrum, put the ball into the scrum. Anderson trying to get his backs going. Good tackle by Phil Beavers there. And bangs his man down again. Nella to big Graham Eady. Still wants some stopping, this fella. 33, 34 years of age. Great player in his time. Booker McCallion to Roy Dickinson, former Leeds prop. Saints tackles do their job. Stevens. Halifax try the run around, the loop move. Last tackle. Chris Anderson lurking menacingly. That little cross kick into the corner. Well, for me this rule at times tends to be ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. No pressure on Phil Beavers. And yet the Saints can still start with a tap penalty. With a tap restart rather. I think the trouble is, Ron, we haven't defined exactly what an up and under is.
Yes, these didn't look like I was under the understanding it was the bomb. But there was just like a little chip through. Anyway, we've got a penalty for Halifax lying offside.
Yes, Ron, no complaints. Paul Palmer drives his way up the right-hand popular side here at Nosey Road. Harrison holding, Arkwright looking for the gap as ever, looking for the runners now. Referee Allett pushes Halifax back. I doubt if he'll penalise him. Holding to Platt. Crashed to the turf by Nella. The open side prop. Holding out to Paul Loughlin. Paul Palmer. Well, Saints are in the lead. Big Paul Palmer to Barry Ledger. Bob's your uncle. Well, that's the lead for the Saints. Tremendous rugby by Farber, Ron.
Brilliant work by Saints. As you say, Farber is lurking here on this wing. The ball come across. I can't remember who gave it to Farber. He was going like a train. Sends out a pinpoint pass to Barry Ledger, and over he goes in the corner. As I say, put this Halifax team under pressure, and they sunk. Anyway, 14 points to 10 at present. Saints in the lead. Saints in command. Paul Loughlin lining up now. Crowd asking for hush for this lad. Tremendous kicker, as we say. 16 goals out of 20 last Sunday. Attempting this Ledger conversion. No. Takes it to the right of the post. Anyway, 26 minutes gone and Saints in the lead, 14 points to 10.
Thank you, Ron. I think that hush was a minute's silence for Carlisle last Sunday, but never mind. Still a long way to go. Starts. Paul Laughlin. Next two crunching tackles. Neller's one of them. Referee Allen pointing somewhat blindly at the moment. Andy Platt trying to take them on. Face run wide in the shape of Roy Haggerty. Dave Harrison tries to carry on the movement. But these Halifax players are pushing up a ridiculous amount. Ledger versus George. And George comes to face the music. Roy Dickinson gaining some extra yardage himself. Too many Chiefs, not enough Indians at the play the ball for Halifax. Nick Scott, former Wigan player. It's a all-round special for his pains. Look at McCallion. Anderson, there's a gap there. Well, the pass was full. Referee Allett acknowledges it as such. Neil Holding with the put in. Comes away with it. Brett Clark. Clark to Laughlin. Brett Clark. Ball round. Very suspicious looking tackle there. Referee Allett waves his hand disconcertingly. Roy Haggerty rather. Taking them all on. Pointing blindly again, Allett. Andy Platt. Well, what they're doing behind this referee's back is unbelievable. Harrison. Gosty, the ball flew away a little bit in the breeze. Halifax retained possession. Tackled by Harrison, making amends there. McCallion acting half-back. Stevens, Dickinson. Over Stevens' head. Feels aggrieved, no doubt. Halifax looking to work this ball wide. Roy Haggerty scoops it up. Arkwright. Paul Forber trying to wrestle his way through. Ends up losing ground in the process. Dave Harrison playing today in place of Graham Littrot. Chris Arkwright almost breaking through. Andy Platt the runner. Arkwright's here again. Valuable yardage for the Saints there by Arkwright. Harrison to Haggerty. Haggerty off his left foot, offloads. Saints keep it alive. Brett Clark. It's still there. Great play by the Saints. Neil Holding looking for his support. Floats it out to Barry Ledger. Barry Ledger beats one. Paul Laughlin inside to Arkwright. Can he go like that? That's a great score. Oh my word, brilliant rugby from the Saints. Absolutely brilliant. Great support play. Well, Ron. Absolutely brilliant support play again from the Saints.
Brilliant rugby, brilliant finishing, into passing near the end. All that was sparked off from Neil Holding. who jinked from one side of the field to the other. Must have gone out to 3, 4, 5 tackles. Ball came across over to Barry Ledger. He passed it inside to Lachlan, then it went inside again. Andy Platt steaming onto it, over in front of the sticks. Makes it a hell of a lot easier for Lachlan. He makes no mistake with a goal. 20 points to 10, Saints lead with about 8 minutes to go of this first half. Brilliant. They've gone now, Halifax. They've had it.
Yes, Ron, we certainly hope so. Put it that way. Well, if you can't beat them with sheer size, beat them with speed and backing up, and Saints are certainly doing that at the moment. 10 points in the handicap, Saints. First 10 minutes, and storming back. Can they last the pace? Certainly a lot of the fire has gone out of this Halifax team now. They're not pushing up as quickly as before. Saints forwards really get into the game. Roy Haggerty, as ever, in support. Dave Harrison, pretty much a different type of player to Graham Lipshot, but a competitor all the same. Arkwright taking them on, looking for the support. Unfortunately for once, Mr. Allen's on the spot. Quite correct, forward pass. Halifax win the ball. Anderson trying to shake his marker off, does so. Steve Halliwell. Neil Holding completes the tackle. Now, Stevens now. The tackle's coming in from this Saints back. They've got into this game. Big Dickinson. Clattered to the floor by Haggerty and Harrison. Stevens, as ever, looking for his forward runners. Stevens again. Anderson. Out wide. Well, Halifax at right winger, Eddie Riddleston, unfortunately dropped the ball there. Selling hot potatoes, not 10 yards away from him. Referee Allard penalises the Halifax team. Saints have a more welcome possession. Roy Haggerty, first man in. Saints driving forward here in convincing style. Neil Holding will pick up Brett Clark. No option there but for the knock-on. Halifax loose forward, Paul Dixon just, shall we say, makes sure the player is grounded. Stevens once again to put the ball in the scrum. Stevens to Anderson to Whitfield, Graham Eady in the line. Ball still available for a good tackle. Halifax take it right, Chris Anderson showing his age there. Halifax bring it left now. Trying to batter the way through with these forwards. Stevens again. The big second row man, Scott, convincingly tackled. Barber and Harrison. Anderson. Neil Haig. Bounced into the turf. Last tackle. Bill Beavers drops back. Anderson with that much higher cross kick now. Well, no comment necessary. It's not the first tactical kick that Halifax have made a pig's ear of. Referee Allard points and does little else. Andy Platt. Dave Harrison, Roy Haggerty spoons it out to Barry Ledger. There's a lot to do, Barry. He's going to have a goal. Oh, Ledger, brilliant play, the support's there. Oh, genius. Genius, unlucky Chris Arkwright, just hadn't quite got the legs. Playing basketball now, the Saints. Neil Holding went inside when the support was outside. Roy Haggerty let his feelings be known there. Bit unfortunate. Saints set up for more points here. Steve Halliwell. Well, it was worth a try from Halliwell. Chris Anderson should take note of that particular tactic. Once again, Ron, a brilliant run from Barry Ledger.
Yes, brilliant rugby again. Pegging Halifax back. Good pass from Haggerty to Ledger. He side through. Fed on to Arkwright, who was brought down inches short of the line. Anyway, Halifax back in possession.
Well, remains to be seen if Halifax can also come back from this 10-point deficit. Spooning the ball wide, that's Dixon. Clattered to the floor by Neil Holding. James spoons it out to Anderson. Graham Eady showing his strength like a charging rhino. Beaver snatches his legs from under him. That typical heart in the mouth diving style. Anderson again, offloading to Whitfield. Whitfield clattered to the floor again by Roy Haggerty. Very orthodox style. Paul Laughlin, I beg your pardon. For a moment there, Roy Haggerty gained a few inches in height. It can now be Neil Holding to put the ball in the scrum. Scrums seem to have been a bit of a bugbear at the game today. Very unsettled, both front rows. Second rows are down, Neil Holding comes away with it. It's a very risky ball, Clark does well. Brett Clark almost beats Graham Eady. Dixon in with the second tackle. Allard turns away and he benches it, he penalises him. Not the first time that Dixon has come in with the second tackle. To give everyone a rest, including yours truly. The Saints opt for the penalty kick. Oh, what a storming game. Paul Laughlin gets the heights, not quite the direction or the distance. Strong run there from Wilf George, not long to go before half time. George to Riddleston, takes on the move. And there is the half time hooter for the most exciting game seen here for a long while. St Helens 10 points to nil, down at one stage, recovered in, what can we say, absolutely sparkling fashion. The score, 20 points to 10.
Path. Saints versus Halifax. Stones, Bitter, First Division Championship. My name's Ron Hoof, I'll be with you for the next 40 minutes. Saints in a commanding lead now, 20 points to 10. First half tries from Farber, Holding and Platt, with 2 Lachlan goals. No substitutes for Saints in the first half or at half time, with Halifax come out. As we say, Halifax League champions 1985-86. Unlucky to be beaten by Warrington in the Premiership final after a good display. Anyway, as I say, we played Halifax here last season. winning 22-10, and we had to play Halifax at Headingley because of the bad weather, just losing by 27 points to 18. Halifax beaten the other week in the first round of the Yorkshire Cup by Castleford, 16 points to 10, looking to pick themselves up. They said they won the league last year with 6 draws in it, which is a good achievement. Anyway, Halifax to kick off. Kicks deep, fielded by Paul Loughlin. Paul Loughlin running hard. Halifax are rather aggressive in the tackle, as they have been all through the match. Roy Dickinson, the offender at that time. Referee Alec not even having a word with him. Gone in with the knees, no problem. They've been doing it all the match. The referee and the linesmen have not been bothered. Anyway, penalty to Saints. Loughlin kicks forward. Saints in possession. Andy Platts running hard, driving towards the halfway line. Dave Harrison, standing in for the injured Graham Liptrot as acting halfback. To Paul Farber. Good strong lad, this Paul Farber. Had a great game so far today. Neil Holding, acting halfback, ready to receive this ball. Chris Arkwright waiting with him. Arkwright, Holding, through the loop. Long pass from Holding to Round. Round tried to go through. Halifax, exuberant tackle again there. Dixon, is it 13? He's been at it all the match. The referee was right there, but nothing. Through to Roy Haggerty. Roy Haggerty drives forward, taken down by Neller. He definitely took the wind out of Halifax sails. Anyway, on to Arkwright. Leads on to Round. Round tries to unload. Can he get it out? Lobbed pass over the top to Farber. Overlap here for Saints. Paul Loughlin coming inside. Gets the ball out again. Rather loose pass. Halifax Dixon. Loose forward. Dixon scoops it up. Bit of a loose pass there. Fed on to number 12, James. Just drives over the halfway line. Halifax in possession. McCallion bringing it right to Neller. Neller bursting through. Hell of a forward, this fella. Knocks 2 Saints tackles off. Finally brought down by Andy Platt and Paul Round. McCallion left to Stevens. Roy Dickinson on the run. Trying to shake the tackles off, but the Saints are up to it. As we say, we'll have to do some good tackling this second half, as they have the first half. One round the legs, one smothering the ball. Halifax taking it left to Halifax driving forward. Last tackle now. 35 yards from Saints line. Out to Gary Stevens, looking for Chip to touch. Well, did bounce up, but Ledger was up to it. Well fielded by Ledger. He comes crossfield, he's siding through, pushing them off. Thought he was going to unload to Brett Clark, but he was just tapped his hanks and down he went. Neil Holding, acting halfback, scoops the ball up on one of his little jinking runs. Dave Harrison now, acting halfback. Taking it inside to Paul Farber. Paul Farber bringing it over to Halliwell. Plenty of attention from Eddie Riddlesden and number 12 James. Riddlesden's pinched the ball off him. Referees penalised Halliwell for back chat, and first penalty of the second half to Halifax. Colin Whitfield coming up to take this penalty kick to touch, is he? Is he going for? He's going for goal. It's indicated to the referee that he is going for goal. Already kicked one in the first half. Saints hungry, played well the first half, the last half out of the first half. As I say, it was all Halifax for the first 10 minutes. Dixon try, Eady try, and Whitfield goal. 10 points to 0 in the lead after 10 minutes. And then Saints coming to action. Powerhouse Saints striding in, taking Halifax on. Whitfield goes for goal, takes it to the left of the post. The ball goes dead. 25-yard line. Restart. 4 minutes gone of the second half. Neil Holding to drop out. Deep kick right up midfield, right back to Graham Eady. This big Australian lad driving forward. Well brought down. First time tackle there by Dave Harrison. Round the legs, Harrison, no messing. Back to Dixon, juggles with the ball, was finally brought down by Andy Platt. Halifax in possession, trying to get into Saints half. Chris Anderson on to number 12, James. McCallion now, acting half-back, going to move it left. Anderson in weight, loses the ball in possession. Saints scoop it up. McCormick, probably with his first touch of the ball, driving forward, going cross-field but making roads. Siding through over the halfway line. Made about 20 odd yards but gone cross-field to do it. Saints in possession. Quick play the ball. Halifax lying offside, but Beavers up in the line. Saints rampant. Harrison, acting half-back, takes it left to Chris Arkwright. Little ball to Neil Holding, on to Roy Haggerty. Looks to get the ball out, but he's well smothered. The ball shoots out to the tackle to Neil Holding. Over to Chris Arkwright. Short ball to Brett Clark, but plenty of attention. Guess who? 13, James, anyway. Round in possession. Round finally brought down. Midfield, 30 yards from Saints, from Halifax try line. Out to Harrison, over to Holding. Misses out to Haggerty. Haggerty jigging his way through. Little short ball to Andy Platt. Sees the gap, looking to go through. One-handed pass out to Clark. And again to Arkwright. Shoves Whitfield off. Out to Paul Round. Paul Round steaming in under the sticks. And a brilliant try by Paul Round. Brilliant work by Saints. And another try right in front of the sticks. Making it a lot easier for Paul Loughlin for this conversion. 6 minutes gone this second half, and Saints over for another try.
Well, thank you, Ron. Saints keeping the ball alive there. Almost at times playing a sort of rugby union game. Ball round. Had men outside him, elected to go inside. The Halifax defence caught absolutely flat-footed. Well, perhaps the age is beginning to tell with one or two of these fellas now. 26 points now to 10 with that conversion by Paul Loughlin. Now there's a few more points in this game yet, Ron.
Right, Halifax to restart. They're going to be sick of this by the time 4:30 comes. There's no danger. Saints back on the points trail. 6 minutes gone, as we say. Whitfield to kick off. First 10 minutes all Halifax. They've not done a sausage since. Deep kick. Saints in possession. Chris Arkwright acting half-back. Takes it left to Paul Forber. Dave Harrison acting half-back now. Takes it blindside. Andy Platt steaming up. Linesman indicating to the referee a knock on. And a scrum down now, 30 yards from Saints line. Stevens to feed this scrum. No doubt that's what he will be doing. There it goes. Second row again. Referee on the job. Nothing done about it. Halifax in possession. Whitfield in possession. Halifax bringing it right. Stevens out to Eadie in support. Links up well this Eadie. Short ball on to Neil Haig. If that wasn't forward, I don't know what was. Anyway, third chattel, I think. Halifax still in possession. One of the rare excursions into our half. On to Chris Anderson. On to big forward Neller. Bullet pass out to Riddlesden. And he loses possession. Saints in possession. Ball out to Brett Clark. Overlap on this side. Clark siding through. Still going Clark. Only a little lad, but he goes through. Eventually loses the ball. Halifax pick the ball up and play it out. Halifax on the attack now. Approaching Saints 25-yard line. Gary Stevens brings it right. Chris Anderson on to Neller again. Well taken down, this Neller, by Steve Halliwell round the top. Paul round his legs. Halifax taking it left. Roy Dickinson. Good Saints tackling this is. So Halifax take it left again. On to Scott. Looking for the way through. No way through for these Halifax forwards. Saints pegging them back. Fifth tackle coming up now. Anderson up to Anderson. Get him down there. Short ball on to Haig. Still going through. This is going to be the last tackle now. Yes. Referee indicates the last tackle. Seamus McCallion takes it to Stevens. Going to kick through. Going to go dead. Yes. not having much luck with their up and unders, little bombs, whatever, what you say. Not much idea now, Halifax, Alex?
Well, should we say the line kicking, well, certainly on the last tackle, has been ridiculous for me, Ron.
Well, from the restart, Harrison onto Roy Haggerty. Was begging for support there, walked through and created the gap anyway. Out to Arkwright. Oh, little ball there, would have gone to Neil Holding. The ball was released. Paul Round in support, picks up. Brilliant backup play by Saints. There's always somebody there for this loose ball. Neil Holding acting halfbacks. Here's the half gap. Going through. Andy Platt in possession. Brought down on the halfway line. Second tackle now. Harrison acting halfback. Going to take it right to Neil Holding. Long pass out to Paul Loughlin. Comes in field. Saints just having a minute. Should be running onto this ball hard. Hard game today. Out to Brett Clark. Bullet pass to Phil Beavers. Up in the line. Overlap here. Ball round. Coming through. Inside to Halliwell. Halliwell comes inside. Beavers in support. Out to Brett Clark. Oh! The line of begging. Unfortunately, Brett Clark couldn't hold that ball. Unlucky for Saints there. Anyway, Halifax in possession. Wilf George coming away with the ball. Anyway, they're pegged down on the line. Saints will have to make sure that we keep them there. Wilf George trying to burst through, approaching the 25-yard line now. McCallion acting halfback, going to take this, play the ball from George. Halifax bring it right. Stevens kicks downfield, blocked by Saints player. Fielded by Neil Holding. Neil Holding siding through. Riddlesden, I think it was, followed up. And a free kick to Saints, penalty to Saints. Quick play the ball by Neil Holding to Chris Arkwright. Catch these while they're asleep, these Halifax. Ball's loose. Out to Nella, inside to Platt. Platt on the interception. Brilliant pass inside to Dave Allison, and he took his head off. Scott, well, he should walk for that. They've done nothing else but head tackling this first half, and a terrible tackle there by Scott. Harrison was up in the air for this ball, and he took his head off. Well, Alex, bad play there, bad tackling by Halifax.
Yes, Ron, no question about the danger of that tackle. Looked like a nose job for Brett Clark. Certainly this Saints team at the moment are absolutely taking Halifax to the cleaners. It's all speed, speed, speed.
Well, Harrison unable to continue, I think. Tony Burke lining up. The doctors had to go on. A terrible tackle there. He's only getting his name taken, I think. Yes, the referee's just looking at his jersey. He should have walked for that for me. He's still on the field. He'll have to watch his step. Anyway, Tony Burke coming on now. As I said, Dave Harrison, a good stand-in for Graham Liptrot. Liptrot's been putting some tremendous performances in. I believe he got injured playing for Lancashire against Yorkshire on Wednesday. A good playmaker in the loose, Liptrot. Anyway, unfortunately, Dave Harrison has to come off and replaced by Tony Burke. I should imagine that Andy Platt will go hooking now. 13 minutes of the second half gone. Paul Loughlin lining up for this penalty goal. Shouldn't have any problem with this. Dave Harrison looking a bit dazed, very groggy. I'm not surprised after that tackle. Anyway, Loughlin makes no mistake with the penalty kick, and over it goes. 28 points to 10 now for Saints. Saints in command. Referee Allett will have to tighten up on his decisions here now. And we restart, up to Paul Loughlin, driving towards the 25-yard line. Saints bringing it forward. Oh, brilliant work by Andy Platt, onto Paul forward, long pass out to Ledger. Dryer begging, just couldn't grab hold of that ball. Unlucky, very unlucky there. brilliant, this forward. Had a tremendous game so far. Striding through this Halifax defence. Halifax now bringing it away. Chris Anderson driving upfield. Plenty of space. Going crossfield. Finally brought down by Phil Beavers with Neil Holding in support. Halifax bringing it right. Neller up to Roy Dickinson. Nearly had the interception. Halifax kick through. Kevin McCormick's going to field this ball. Goes round the back. McCormick outpaces the Halifax defence. Finally brought down by Riddlesden and Seamus McCallion. Andy Platt now, acting halfback, taking it away. Taking it up to the 25-yard line. Saints in possession. Oh, unlucky there. Tony Burke couldn't just slip that ball round. Anyway, Tate's coming away. Arkwright over to Brett Clark. Overlapping to round. Ball goes into touch. Unlucky there. Perhaps Saints trying too hard here. Scrub down on the 25-yard line. Saints half. $28 points to 10 in the lead. 16 minutes gone of this second half. Stevens to feed the scrum. As I say, he's got away with murder this afternoon. Referee Allen's right on the spot as they are at the scrums. He's not paying much attention. Anyway, here he goes again. Stevens to feed, pushing the referee out of the way. Second row again, but Allen's there. Telling Saints to get back on side. Halifax play the ball over to Chris Anderson. Out to Neil Haig in the lineup. Eadie in the lineup. No way through for him. Phil Beavers, his opposite number, brings him down. A superb leg tackle. Whitfield out to Stevens. Eadie again in the lineup. Looking at inside to James, I think it is. Finally gets the ball out to Neller. Halifax still driving forward. Good Saints tackling. Saints sending. That's a foul play. The ball that shouldn't be allowed to get away with that, but the referee lets it go. James gets the ball out. Still Halifax still in possession. Shabby back pass to Eadie. Platt tries to tap his hands, but no, he gets back to where the ball originally came from. Halifax still in possession. No way through for this Halifax. Out to Anderson, trying to weave his magic. Throws the ball up and taken by Neil Holding. Saints in possession now. We know what to do with it when we've got it. Roy Haggerty driving forward. He wants to get this Halifax side back on side. Out to Arkwright, over to Paul Farber, driving forward. Real tower of strength today, this Farber. Really driving forward. Barry Ledger now, acting halfback. Bringing it left to Paul Loughlin. Stumbles as he tries to make ground. Andy Platt now. Exit blindside Andy Platt, looking for support. Third tackle, I think, now. Paul Loughlin, acting halfback, takes it left. Roy Haggerty, tactical kick upfield by Roy Haggerty. Straight to Graham Eadie. He follows it up and just slides down. Eadie doesn't complete the tackle, but he doesn't gain much yardage. Well brought down by Brett Clark and Paul Loughlin. Halifax still in possession, just in Saints half now. Neller acting halfback, taking it right. James in the line out. They're going nowhere, Halifax. Saints are pushing them back. This defence is really strong. McCallion feeds on to Dickinson. Halifax still in possession now to McCallion, brings it right. Neller, is it? Driving forward, good strong forward, gets the ball out to Stevens, but it on to Tony Burke. Looking for support, Burke. Beavers comes with him. Long pass over to Brett Clark. Quick hands really required there, but unfortunately George was on him. Nothing wrong with that tackle. George just completed the tackle. A long pass onto Brett Clark. George read it, just came in for the hard tackle, which it was. Unfortunately, Brett Clark's going to need some attention. Halifax bringing on a substitute now. Juliff coming on. for Scott. Perhaps it's just as well to replace him before he gets the early bath. Anyway, Brett Clark up on his feet now. The old magic sponge has done his job. Saints bring it away. Andy Platt on the blind side to Roy Haggerty. Ball's loose. Paul Loughlin scoops up, but it's going to be a scrum down. 10 yards inside Saints half. Stevens to feed the scrum once again. Halifax in possession, well dumped down. Neil Holding and Brett Clark, two of the smallest men on the field. Anyway, ball's fed on to Juliff, straight in the action. Out to Seamus McCallion, driving forward, looking for the width, scoops the ball out to Juliff. Halifax on the attack. Brilliant ball out there. Touch Barry Ledger, unfortunately, just couldn't hold it. Ball goes into touch. It was going to be a scrum down on the same spot, near enough, 10 yards into Saints half. Neil Holding to feed this time. Saints still 28 points to 10 in the lead. One against the head. Ball comes out to Halifax. Halifax bring it away. Chris Anderson acting halfback. See what he can do. Brings it right. Stevens. On to James. Back to Roy Dickinson. Takes it left to here Haig. Haig coming inside. Out to Neller. Neller looking for the way through. Haggerty has him. Throws the ball out. Chris Anderson backs him up. Picks up and drives forward. Halifax on the attack in the shape of Chris Anderson, the player coach. Good run from Anderson there from a deep position. Anyway, McCallion. Halifax still in possession. Taking it across the line. Neller across to Haig. Good Saints tackling there. Paul Loughlin has him, make no mistake. Tony Burke in to help him to get him to ground. This is what it's all about. Get him down. Halifax bringing it right again. Neller on the attack. Looking for Juliff in support. Last tackle now. Halifax take it to James. Tries a little up chip kick over, but no way through. Riddlesden here going in with a fist, and the linesman's watching him and not doing anything about it. Well, I don't know. That's ridiculous. I don't know what they're paying these fellas for. Anyway, Saints in possession, bringing it away. Andy Platt in possession, just gets over the 25-yard line. It's a waste of time these officials being on here today. Anyway, Arkwright bringing it away to Tony Burke. Tony Burke driving forward. Allen wants to peg these back. The line offside. Andy Platt inside to Tony Burke. Knocks it back. Nothing wrong with that. Tony Burke trying to drive forward. Last tackle now. Out to Andy Platt. Takes it right to Vivers. Vivers feigns to kick field. Kicks cross through. Follows his own kick. Fielded by Colin Whitfield. Tackle by Paul Round. Round the shoulders. Nothing wrong with that. Halifax in possession. Bringing it right here to Stevens. On to Eadie. Unloads back to Juliff. Juliff driving forward now. Well tackled by Andy Platt round the top. Tony Burke round the bottom. Really vicious tackle that by Burke. Make sure he didn't go any further. Nothing dirty about it, but a real hard tackle. Allard penalising Roy Haggerty for offside. I think he's got a cheek. Anyway, Halifax get a penalty. Whitfield taking this to touch. Gets about 20 yards from Saints line now. McCallion going to restart. Plays the ball onto Stevens. Dickinson coming up on the burst. Going crossfield. Saints bring him down. 10 yards, 15 yards from Saints line. Nearest Halifax have been for quite a while. On to Neller. Neller trying to drive forward. Saints Tatlin's up to it. Gary Stevens now, acting halfback. Going to take this ball. Going to take it right. Feeds a short ball onto Whitfield. Looking for the way over. And he touches down. He manages to touch the ball down there. Well, it looked as though it was short of the line, that to me, Alex. Or even... but the referee was right on the spot and Whitfield scored.
Yes, Ron. I think the major problem there was Whitfield got the ball down despite 3 attempted tackles. Halifax get back into the game at 28 points to 14. The injury to Dave Harrison was most unfortunate. He had been playing a superb game in the loose. He tackled himself virtually to a standstill. And this will be Colin Whitfield to try and, I beg your pardon, Graham Eady to try and convert the score. Eady, who certainly on occasions looked the part. I think his last game here was for the Kangaroos, 1978 maybe. A typical Australian style of goal kicking. Touch of the Colin Tiders as well. Makes no mistake.
Well, Graham Eady successfully converts that Colin Whitfield try, and Halifax reduced the deficit, 28 points to 16 now. 25 minutes gone, quarter an hour to go in this game. A rare score from Halifax. Paul Loughlin to kick off now. Paul Loughlin to restart. Deep kick, midfield, right to Graham Eady, off the top of the bar. Off the top of the bar now. And the referee's given a penalty to Halifax from the centre spot. The ball did go dead right off the bar.
Courtesy of the linesman there, I think, Ron, put him in the picture.
Yes, he certainly did. Anyway, Halifax restart, right to Saints. Phil Vevers retrieves. Driving forward, Phil Vevers. Finally brought down by Neller, with McCallion coming in as a late second tackle. Andy Platt now acting half-back. Inside, short ball to Tony Burt, driving forward. Bundled down by three Halifax tacklers. Andy Platt now, acting half-back. Caught in possession there. Andy Platt as Halifax drive up very quickly. Anyway, Neil Holding bringing it away. Inside to Roy Haggerty. Cuts through Roy Haggerty. Crying out for support. They'll have to follow this lad Haggerty. And Arkwright and Farber crying out for support. Anyway, quick play the ball. Neil Holding sees the gap. Scoot through. Arkwright to the inside. Takes the ball. Arkwright hurrying for the line. Just brought down. 5 yards short of the try line. Saints on the attack now. Have to make it count. Quick hands over to Barry Ledger. Dummy to Paul Loughlin. Finally gives it to Paul Loughlin, but the ball goes down. The ball bounces into touch. The idea was right there by Saints. Quick hands, but it didn't pay off, unfortunately. Neil Holding flat out in the middle of the field here. After him scooting through, he must have got a bit of a robust tackle after he released the ball to Neil Holding, just named as man of the match, I beg your pardon. Scrum down now. Stevens to feed this scrum. Well, he never retired. He lets the ball comes out, and the referee lets it go. Anyway, Halifax in possession. He knocks on there. Anderson knocks on, trying to get a quick play of the ball. Shows the descent. Should be a free kick to Saints here. Penalty to Saints. For descent, yes, and he's given it, and so he should know better. Player coach Anderson. Halifax have been lying up all the match. He was trying to say he was impeded at the play of the ball. They've done nothing but impede us at the play of the ball. Anyway, Paul Loughlin's going to make no mistake with this penalty goal and put Saints another 2 points in the lead. Loughlin already kicked 4 today, as we say. Saints 5 tries and 4 goals, 28 points. Halifax 16 points. This is going to put us further in the lead. Paul Loughlin also gives us a breather. As I say, 29 minutes of this game gone. Paul Loughlin lining up for this conversion. Makes no mistake. Another 2 points for Saints. 30 points to 16, Saints in the lead now. Edie to restart. Brilliant performance today by Saints. Edie now restarts for Halifax. Deep kick over to the right wing, fielded by Paul Loughlin. Paul Loughlin picks his feet up, drives forward to the 25-yard line. Andy Platt, acting halfback, taking the hooker's role, acting halfback, bringing this ball left to Chris Arkwright. Brilliant inside ball to Tony Burke. Still going forward, Burke with 3 on his back. Brilliant forward display by Saints today. Dickinson finally lets him up. Andy Platt dummies through. Unfortunately, the ball slips from his grasp. Halifax drop on the loose ball. Halifax in possession. 30 yards from Saints line now. McCallion for Halifax, acting halfback, takes it left to Stevens. Juliff on the burst. Gets the ball pinched off him by Andy Platt. Makes up for that slack move. Neil Holding jinking inside. Brilliant this Holding. Looking for a way through. Finally gets it through. Oh, what a brilliant run by Holding. Solo brilliant run. He has had a brilliant game today. Been named man of the match. Saints quick play the ball. Halifax all offside. Referee not bothering. Halifax. Arkwright takes it on to Paul Round. Turning round. Paul Round. Still in possession. Still driving forward. Finally brought down with 4 on his back. Brilliant forward display by Saints. Steve Halliwell, acting halfback, brings it left to Farber. Onto Roy Haggerty, bursting through. Looking to get that ball out, but can't get it out to Paul Farber in support. Brett Clark now. Acting halfback, taking it left to Tony Burke. Tony Burke pushes one forward. Still going, just brought down over the 25-yard line. Saints on the rampage now. Out to Platt. Platt going on his own. Last tackle now. Last tackle for Saints. Chris Arkwright going to take this ball to Neil Holding. Drop goal attempt for Neil Holding. Make no mistake. Right between the sticks. That's the way. Make it count when you get near the line. Peg them back. They'll be sick of it. Brilliant work there. Made it count there, Alex.
Yes, Ron. Andy Platt doing his Graham Liptrot impersonation there, rather unsuccessfully. But if you're down there, get something from it. Neil Holding. Excellent drop goal, 31 points to 16. Halifax look very much a beaten side.
Graham Eady restarts, a deep kick over to the right wing again. Paul Loughlin retrieves, driving forward now, Paul Loughlin. Andy Platt as ever now, acting halfback, going to take this ball. Plan move on here, out to Tony Burke. Burke drives to the 25-yard line. Over the 25, lacking in support. Finally Andy Platt backs him up. Platt looks through, gets the ball out. Brilliant ball out to Brett Clark. Ball goes over to Phil Beavers. Loose ball, but Saints regain possession. 6 more tackles. Yes, the referee waves them off. Saints in possession. Arkwright knocked down again. 6 tackles again. Paul Loughlin takes the ball, having been knocked down by the Halifax player. Steve Halliwell, acting half-back, want to bring it right. Over to Paul Farber, driving forward Farber. Gets over the 25-yard line. Andy Platt, bringing it away, takes it blindside. Over to Haggerty running through. They had held of Haggerty, they duffed Haggerty, and he didn't even have the ball. The linesman's on one of his road excursions onto the pitch today. Results in a penalty for Saints. Andy Platt down, going to receive a bit of attention. No, he's reversed the decision. Well, you tell me, Alex. Well, he reversed that decision there. Look, definitely a penalty for us.
Ron, with this referee, your guess is as good as mine.
Well, he's butchering us for penalties in this second half. Anyway, Halifax in possession. Dickinson looking for the way through. Saints tackling been tremendous today. Just a bit lax for the first 10 minutes. We're weighing Halifax up. They got the lucky breaks, but they've never looked back since Saints. McCallion, acting halfback, bringing it right to Stevens. Over to Chris Anderson. Shaking about, jingling about to James anyway. McCallion, James elects to play it to himself, drives forward 10 yards from Saints line. Allards pegging Saints back, telling him to keep on side. Over to Anderson, to Dickinson, looking for the gap through, trying to unload. Saints tackling brilliant there, has him smothered round the top. Loose ball, Saints scoop it up. Saints in possession, nearly on their own line. Paul Round now, acting half back. Paul Round sees the gap, drives forward, stretches his legs. Support a bit late coming up, but dumped unceremoniously to the ground by Graham Eady. Phil Beavers brings it over. Chris Arkwright looking for the way through. Arkwright gets the ball out to Tony Burke, steaming through. Barry Ledger was coming on the inside on the right, but he just couldn't release the ball. Out to Brett Clark, onto Arkwright. Arkwright looking for the half gap, just couldn't get that ball away. Halifax had his hand clamped. Anyway, Neil Holding now, looking to go on his own. Out to Brett Clark, short ball to Andy Platt. Saints driving forward, last tackle now. Brett Clark takes his ball over to Neil Holding, kicks it upfield. It's the Halifax player and comes back. Must be a knock on. Yes, the ball bouncing. Phil Beavers just couldn't grab it. The Halifax player drops on it. He knocks forward in the process, and a scrum down 10 yards inside Saints half. About 5 minutes to go of this second half. Saints in a commanding lead, 31 points to 16. I have to start getting a throat spray up on here, it's killing me. Anyway, Saints Holding feeds the scrum, comes out to Neil Holding. Barry Ledger, hungry for work, comes in the line. Out to Brett Clark, takes it left to Paul Round. Paul Round looking to get through. 3 tacklers on his back. Brilliant performance by Saints today. Out to Andy Platt, brings it blindside to Roy Haggerty. Dummies to pass out, finally does to Tony Burke. Just get inside Halifax half. Andy Platt, acting half. Haggerty on the dummy run inside, and Halifax penalised for offside. Well, I think it's the first time he's penalised him for offside this half, and not before time 2. Paul Loughlin now going to take this penalty kick to touch. Kicks into Halifax half, just gets into the 25-yard area. Saints with 6 tackles now to make it count. Let's put another nail in Halifax's coffin. Holding, plays it onto Andy Platt. Holding again to acting halfback. Takes this ball right to Paul Farber. Steaming forward, Farber. Real strong lad. Looking to unload, but he has his grasp clamped by these Halifax tacklers. Second tackle now. To Neil Holding. Down to Arkwright. Loop to Holding. Plan move on here. Inside to Haggerty. Looking for support. Back to Neil Holding again. He's in everything, Holding. Out to Beavers. Up in support. Passing to Arkwright. Lovely lobbed over pass for Beavers to Arkwright. Allen telling Halifax to get onside. Neil Holding again. Bullet pass to Andy Platt. Oh, he's just short Andy Platt. Ball goes loose. Halifax in possession. Unlucky there. Andy Platt stretched for the line. Must have got the ball knocked out of his grasp. And the ball goes loose. Out to Eddie Riddlesden now for Halifax. Out to Haig, trying to get forward. Still pegged down in his own 25-yard line. Ball comes out, scooped up by the ever-alert Brett Clark. 25 yards from Halifax line now. Saints on the attack. 6 tackles to make it count. Round, Holding, Tony Burke, driving forward Burke. Neil Holding, acting halfback, going to take it right. Out to Chris Arkwright. Pushes one man off, pushes the another one off, gets the ball out to Farber. A long pass out to Barry Ledger. Juggles with the ball today, but finally keeps hold of it. Paul Loughlin now, acting halfback, bringing this ball left. Ball round, driving forward, looking to go through on his own. Good, strong, solid performance from these forwards today. Paul Loughlin, acting halfback. Takes the ball, brings it left to Brett Clark, along the line to Andy Platt. Looking for get a short ball out to Roy Haggerty in support, but he's well clamped. Last tackle now. This ball's going to come back to Holding again. Is he going to have another pot shot? Out to Roy Haggerty, back to Barry Ledger. He has a drop of goal. Yes, makes no mistake. Carnival Day here at Knowsley Road today. Another point, and 32 points to 16 now. Saints in the lead. 39 minutes gone of this second half. As we say, about a minute to go, and 32 points to 16. Saints in commanding lead. As we say, Saints, judging by the scoreboard as it was at Leeds, twice the team of Halifax. 32 points to 16, double Halifax's score. Anyway, Eady now to restart. Ball kicked deep into Saints' half, taken by Phil Beavers, drives forward, over Halifax, over our 25-yard line, onto Tony Burke. Tony Burke battling his way through, trying to get that ball out, but his grasp is well clamped. Andy Platt, acting Harper, short ball to Haggerty, going like a train, burst through the defence, Clark on the inside, Clark going like a train, no, make no mistake, brilliant try by Brett Clark, right under the sticks, brilliant work by Haggerty, running through on the burst, make no mistake. He tacks him on, this Haggerty, gets a lovely ball onto Brett Clark, and he finished in good style.
Well, that's a try that will set the seal on today's proceedings, although you never know with this Saints team. Roy Haggerty, the provider, Brett Clark, who in his short time at Nosey Road must be, on current form, one of the best link men and finishers in the game. Absolutely tremendous try from Brett Clark. Nice to see Saints finishing a move. Chris Arkwright hauled short before. Paul Loughlin makes no mistake. And Halifax rather, have to ponder a rather long, lonely trip down the M62.
All on full time now, it's only a matter of time for the Utes. A brilliant display by Saints today. 6 tries, Farber, Holding, Ledger, Platt, Round and Clark, brilliantly finished off there by Clark. 6 goals from Loughlin. Holding a drop goal and Ledger a drop goal. 38 points to 16. Saints coming forward again. Chris Arkwright getting over the 25-yard line. Still going Arkwright. Andy Platt now acting halfback. Takes it right. Over to Paul Farber. Saints full of running. Inside to Loughlin. Stretching his legs. Looking through. Inside to Round. Round siding through. On his own, unfortunately. There's the final hooter. What a brilliant win by Saints today. 38 points to 16. Make no mistake. What a brilliant performance. Halifax got off to a good start. The first 10 minutes. 2 tries and a goal. 10 points in the lead after 10 minutes. And that was it. That was their lot. They only managed a try in the second half. 24 minutes through the second half. A Whitfield try and an Eady goal, bringing him up to 16. But a brilliant performance by Saints. Really rampant. Really on song. And peaking at the right time. We look forward to Wednesday evening's game, Lancashire Cup versus Warrington here now. Saints really coming strong. Good evening and welcome to tonight's Drunhaller Lancashire Cup quarter-final, St Helens v Warrington. Tonight's match day mascot out there with Neil Holding now is Ian Hazelden. Ian is 3 years old and attends RLU's nursery school. I wonder if it's rugby league use, the RL for rugby league. Anyway, a big night for this lad Ian. He's only a little toddler there, isn't he? He looks really small in the middle of the field. There he is with Roy Haggerty passing the ball to him. The ball's nearly as big as Ian. Anyway, he's there limbering up, doing the Saints limber up movements. A great night for this young lad. Well, I'll run through the teams now for you. St Helens first, of course. Number 1, Beavers. Number 2, Ledger. 3, Loughlin. 4, Halliwell. 5, McCormick. 6, Clark. 7, Holding. 8, Farber. 9, Harrison. 10, Platt. 11, Round. 12, Haggerty. 13, Arkwright. 14 for tonight, Allen. And 15, Burke. Warrington. Number 1, Johnson. Number 2, Forster. Number 3, Steve Peters. First return to Nosey Road with the opposition. 4, Cullen. 5, Thackeray. 6, Bishop. 7, Gregory. 8, Boyd. 9, Webb. 10, Tamati. 11, Jackson. 12, Roberts. And 13, Gregory. 14, Paul Ford. And 15, McGinty. As I say, a welcome tonight to Warrington for this local derby, as we say, the Grunhaller quarter-finals. St Tonsong with 4 league wins, amassing 166 points to 58, and that's 112 points to nil trouncing of Carlisle in the first round of the Grunhaller Cup. Warrington runners up to Wigan in last year's Lancashire Cup final, having getting beat comprehensively, 34 points to 8 on this ground here. Nice to see Dave Harrison still at number 9 after a broken nose, we've heard, sustained against Halifax on Sunday.